A Ukrainian F-16 pilot, whose name and patronymic were hidden, told how combat duty in the sky goes. The pilot said that he carries out 1 to 2 flights a day under the cover of MiG and Su, hitting targets on the territory of Ukraine and Russia. The pilot recalled that Ukraine had received reinforcements in the form of French fighters, which he called pretty good. Recently, aviation has reached a serious level, comparable to what we saw when we trained abroad, the F-16 pilot emphasized. According to the military man, he is on combat duty 24/7, working in cooperation with air defense forces, experiencing a constant shortage of these systems. We receive intelligence data on time, despite the information that is being disseminated in the media, the pilot noted. The Ukrainian defense attorney pointed out that if Su-24s are flying, they carry out targets at operational depth, while F-16s, MiG-29s and Su-27s carry out targets at tactical depth. New Western weapons have changed the situation, and the Russians understand this. They are afraid to come close to us, because there are people there who are afraid to die. The picture is gradually improving, despite political and media obstacles. Our job is to protect our native land, so we use everything, the pilot summed up. The pilot's statements come at a time when Ukraine is increasingly reliant on Western military aid to sustain its defense against Russian forces. The F-16, a multi-role fighter designed by Lockheed Martin, has been a long-sought asset for Kiev, which has faced a formidable adversary equipped with sophisticated air defense systems and electronic warfare capabilities. According to the pilot, the jets are not only engaging in direct combat, but also gathering critical electronic intelligence, a task that involves intercepting and analyzing signals from enemy radar, communications, and other electronic systems. This dual role underscores the evolving nature of Ukraine's air strategy as it seeks to maximize the utility of its limited resources. ELINT, or electronic intelligence, refers to the collection of data on electronic emissions, typically from radar or communication systems, to understand an adversary's capabilities and intentions. In the context of Ukraine's F-16 operations, this means the jets are likely being used to detect and locate Russian air defense systems, such as the S-400, which pose a significant threat to Ukrainian aircraft. By identifying the frequencies, locations, and operational patterns of these systems, Ukrainian forces can better plan their missions, avoid detection, or target these defenses for destruction. The pilot's mention of ELINT missions suggests that the F-16s are equipped with specialized sensors or pods capable of capturing and processing these signals, a capability that enhances situational awareness on the battlefield. Ukraine has recently destroyed a large number of Russian military assets in occupied Crimea, including radars, anti-aircraft systems, helicopters and ships. But what could have been responsible for such a significant strike? Defense Express named weapons Ukraine could have used in the recent attacks. The Defense Intelligence of Ukraine released striking footage showing the destruction of 20 Russian military assets, including radars, anti-aircraft systems, helicopters, and ships in the occupied Crimea. This list includes 3 units of Pantsir S-1, 3 units 39N6 Kasta 2E2, 2 units 8YA6-K1 Podlet, 2 units 1L125 Niobium SV 9C19 Imbir, Nebo SV S-300VM, Nebo-M 59N6-E Protivnik-GE, MIS radar, ST-68 radar, Mi-8 helicopter, transport vessel of the C-4236 project, Fedor Uryupin tugboat. This extensive damage raises a crucial question. What could have been responsible for such an attack? As stated by Defense Express, one possibility is the newly developed Ukrainian maritime drone Katran X1. Recently, Ukraine's Minister of Digital Transformation, Mikhailo Fedorov, confirmed the successful development and active use of another similar maritime drone, Katran Venom, which could have contributed to these strikes. 3D model of the Katran X1 with FPV drones in the rear of the hull and OSAT drones in the launcher in the center of the hull. The Katran X1, developed by the military armored company Hub, a member of the Brave One platform, boasts the following specifications. Range 1,200 kilometers. Maximum speed 105 kilometers an hour. Cruising speed 60 kilometers an hour. Equipped with Starlink satellite communication antenna, daytime and thermal imaging cameras. Additionally, the Katran X1 can carry 10-inch FPV drones and OSA aircraft-type drones. These FPV drones are stored in containers at the rear of the drone, with a total of 4 units. A previous video released by the Ukrainian Navy in December 2024 shows FPV drones being launched from an unmanned maritime drone, indicating that this vehicle might act as both a carrier and a communication repeater. Public images of the Katran X1 also show containers designed for FPV drones. In the Defense Intelligence video, however, the drone's behavior was notably different from typical FPV drones. As Defense Express notes, the drone behaved unnaturally for an FPV drone, and its flight is more like a small airplane type kamikaze drone. This raises concerns about the limited range of typical FPV drones, which might not be sufficient for targeting locations deep in occupied Crimea.